Hi, welcome back to Excel Education. There is something more to always talk about pivot tables. And pivot tables is one of my favorites as far as MS Excel is concerned. Not just for its power, but for its customizable features as well. Now, in order to present data in a much more, you can call it as a pictographical form, in a way people can understand it much more easily, MS Excel has gifted us a tool called pivot table charts. So you can immediately convert this data into a chart. For example, you can insert a chart like this, and you can see your data visually, which has a much higher impact. Rather than seeing it as numbers, you have multiple chart options to use, and you can immediately see the data visually. Now, from this data, it is almost very clear that your profit, the maximum profit, has come from economy mode of selling. Likewise, if you want to filter only for north, you can just go to this filter and you can see still it is the economy mode that has given us the maximum profit. I'll just put it back to all. Not just this, guys. This chart is completely customizable, and you can, fill your shape completely. You whatever color you want, you can give. You can customize this chart completely. All you need to do is right click. You have to do the format chart area. In the chart area, you have got multiple options. Let us say that you want, let us say that the chart's color has to be green. Um, Wait a minute. So there are multiple fill options like this in here. You can change the border. You can change the color of the what do you call you can change the color of the background, you can change the color of the bars. All you need to do is just click on the bar. If you want to change the color of the bars here, you just have to click on the bar and choose the color that you want to change, and it changes like this. So I just chose a black color. If you find that black doesn't suit it well, you can of course change the fill into multiple colors, make it much more aesthetically appealing. It is totally customizable, and I leave it totally up to your discretion. We'll talk more about charts in the chart section, where I teach you how to customize your charts completely. Not just this, guys. You can also customize your chart by choosing a different kind of chart. You also have multiple chart layout options, chart styles here. You have multiple options here. You can change the chart type also by clicking inside the chart. You can choose a pie chart instead, which gives you out of the pie which type of shipment mode has brought in the maximum profit. So we'll discuss about charts in detail in the next section. However, there is a little more that I would like to talk about pivot tables. As far as the tools are concerned, there is still more tools for me to explain. So let us say that you want to know the pivot chart only for, let us say, a particular country, let us say France. In that case, you can insert a slicer like this. Slicer is nothing but a nicer form of a filter. Now, let us say you want only for France, and your graph, the pie chart changes immediately. So does your data change here immediately. This is called a nicer form of filter. It is the same filter that you can add here. I will just show that you, just a second. I'll just close this. It is the same filter that you add in here, but just that the filter looks a bit nicer and more user friendly. Now I'll just click here. I'll tell you how to take it. You can go to the pivot table analyze tab, and you can insert a slicer. The moment you insert a slicer, it gives you multiple options. So you can choose whichever filter you want to add. Let us say you want to add a filter on country. You also want to add a filter on, let us say, mm, uh, category. So if you add two filters like this, you can add multiple filters. There is no restriction on the number of filters. So if you just choose to take the data of Finland, you can just click like this. And if you want the data only of Finland's furniture sales, you can just choose this and you get the data immediately. Not just this, you can have this with any type of chart, as I told you before. I will not get into those details for now, as I have already discussed all that. This is called a slicer. This is called a slicer. All right. So this is how a slicer helps you, modify your data just like that. It is very user friendly and immensely powerful. Not just that, we have got more features as far as our pivot table is concerned. We also have something called as insert timeline option. The insert timeline option is very useful. You have to just click inside your pivot table data and insert a timeline. Excel is immensely intelligent that it shows just the order date as the order, the column header. From all these column headers, it is just showing the timeline data that is present in your data. So order date is the only column where you are having some dates. So you click OK and you get a chart like this. The advantage of this chart is that you can choose the timeline within which you want the data for analysis. Let us say that you want years data, and there are multiple years in this entire data sheet. You have data from 2011 to 2015. That is what the data sheet is showing here. So you have data from 2011 to 2015, I believe. So let us say you have data from, wait a minute, I think some filter is applied. I'll remove all the filters and you can see that, wait a minute, I think one more this thing is applied. Okay. There is no data probably for 2015. Anyway, we have got four different years data in here. So if you see, there is no data in 2015. So if you want 2011's data, you can see that all the shipments that were made in Finland was under economy mode for furniture supplies. However, if you go to office supplies, profit that was made was 112 under immediate mode of shipment, and 247 was the profit that was made under economy mode of shipment. Now, let me just make the data a bit bigger. This makes the data a little more reliable. If you want 2012 data, all you need to do is just click on 2012, 2013, 2014, and you can see the data changing here and here almost immediately. So, this is how powerful a timeline is. Not just this, you can also change it from years to quarters. Please note that the quarters the quarters here are for calendar years and not for financial years. So quarter one of 2013 is January to March. So be mindful of that. It is not the financial year's quarter. So likewise, you can choose quarter one of 2012 and you get the data immediately. It is just the same thing. You can take it for months, days, or years put together. You can also click and drag these things. Not just this, you can also customize your the way this particular thing is designed. That is also available. Let us just a second. There is that option. Yeah. So if you go to you can see that there is a new timeline tab that is added to this ribbon. You can increase the size of it. You can decrease the size of it. You can add a scroll bar. See, there is a scroll bar in here. If you don't want, you can always uncheck it. Time level options are there. If you would like to have it selection label, you can turn it on and off. Order the headers can be turned on and off. Multiple color options are there, which I request you to check in your free time. So multiple options are there. You can also send it backward for making your chart more visible, or you can also bring it forward when you require it. So I hope that you are able to appreciate the multiple features that pivot tables are giving us, and I am sure that it will come handy to you and it is useful to you, and you find this video useful as well. Thank you. See you in the next video. Thank you.